How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with the new Kingdom Hearts Union Cross update video. So today, we got some new things in the game today that I totally forgot about myself, and that was the 3 2-dotted Sora and Roxas medals. So this is actually pretty cool. It's another chance to guild this medal or to reroll traits if you want to reroll traits on it, which is great. And we also got that single broom servant down there below as well, so that was pretty cool. And we got these things if you were able to complete up to quest 600, I think it was. This is how you got these things, or this how you got the Soras. I forget what condition it was for the broom servant. It was something along the lines like, you know, completing a certain amount of quests to get them done. So that's what we got them right now. It's neat. So in this case, I'm going to do a metal showcase on this medal now. Because again, it is a nice medal. It has its uses for sure. I'm not seeing it used too often for the most part. Oddly enough, considering what it is, but you know, we'll get into that, and maybe we'll change it just a little bit. So first off, this is my main one right here. This is the one we got initially. So when we first got this medal, we got it right before Union Cross came out, and we got it for doing the pre-registering for the game, for Union Cross. And I think if we got 60,000 people, then we got enough to gilt it. We got 7 copies, enough to gilt it, and then we got a Vantation Mickey B, and we got the, what was it, 6,000 jewels, I think it was? For doing all that. So that was part of that initial roll. Right here on mine, I do have Attack Boost 2 plus, Attack Price Plus on it. Right now, it has a trait of a Strength plus 1,000. And there he is, that sims it up. He did get 8241 with Strength due to the trait. So he has a base Strength of 7241 before like Chip and Dales and everything. He's a Tier 3 medal, so it's 100% max potential guilt in this guy. And he is an AoE medal. The cool thing about him, though, is that he is a zero-cost medal that he moderately recovers HP. So he's very, very similar to another medal that was released prior to that through, I forget the conditions for the Tab medal. And by Tab medal, I mean the Terra, Aqua, and Ventus medal, which was released a while ago. Where did I... It's been so long since I've used that. Or did I? Hang on. I don't think I used it for anything else. Where did it go? There it is. Here's mine. So this is a Tier 4 version. As you can see, I got a pretty bad guilt roll on it initially, but not too terrible. It is also zero cost though, but it has a max multiplier of 2.57. It's just conditional upon your HP being at the highest it can be, with a 1.49 at its lowest. No traits, because traits didn't exist at that point in time, unfortunately. But there is that one right there. And I forget the condition for this one. I think it was guilting certain metals, I want to say. Yeah, it was guilting certain metals. I forget... Which metals, though? I forget which metals they were, but you had to guilt... some medals, and you received a 2-orb copy of them, and then you can fuse them into these guys. Dude is pretty powerful, very powerful actually. When it first came out, it had a lot of uses. I mean, mine has Sleep Plus, because for a while there I was using it as a shared medal for my party, so they could use the Sleep Plus attribute and hopefully put enemies to sleep. It was not a staple, but definitely a great thing to have during certain high score challenges, when you need to put like a few copter fleets to sleep, or try to put a few copter fleets to sleep and such. Of course, right around towards the end of it, that's when they changed the proc rate for sleep or for statuses against higher level enemies, and it made higher level enemies like way harder to inflict with statuses. So he kind of lost some use at that point in time. Still, AoE 13 hit, 2.57 max multiplier. That was some pretty decent damage for sure. Now, obviously, Sora and Roxas is not quite as powerful as that. It has a max multiplier of 1.77, but that's not to say that he's not still usable for dealing damage. He is still usable for dealing damage. It's not the best in the world, but it's still pretty decent. It should be able to carry you through, helping you guys out through a lot of things, and like story quests and such. He does some good stuff in that regard. Especially nowadays, if you manage to roll him with like a ground or a aerial defense down trait, he's going to be even better for certain situations. So, well, my goal for this one is, I'm going to roll guilt. I'm going to roll a fresh guilt for the most part on this guy and see how that goes, what traits I can get. If I manage to get a good traits, again, I'm hoping for like one of the ground or air defense downs there. And we'll see what we can do from that point in time. So, paralysis, which is not what we want to see, obviously. If I don't roll a good trait on this one, I am just going to throw it into the other one and try and get one of the ground or air traits on the other one. 68. So yeah, that's not a good guilt roll. Not a good guilt roll at all. And paralysis. Okay, yeah. So we're definitely going to why not? Let's keep that right now. Why not? Okay, so obviously that didn't go too well on that one, which again is fine. It's no big deal. We're just going to throw it into this one and hope for a ground trait. Now, this is what I'm doing. Now, you guys have options for this medal because it is a 0 cost, so it has a lot of utility in terms of what it can be used for. In particular, I see one of the best benefits to this medal, if you guys are lucky enough to get it, would be a status effect ability of some kind. So if you guys have one of the status plus abilities, Poison plus, Sleep plus, Paralysis plus, it can be very, very useful in that regard for doing any of those statuses against enemies. In particular, against a few high score challenge situations, but mainly in Coliseum. I think it'll really shine there for you guys in Coliseum mostly. On top of that, if you guys were lucky enough to get the triple threat skill, which has the chance to inflict all of those statuses on an enemy at any one time, even better. So a triple threat skill could actually fit this medal very, very, very well. Now, it could fit other things too. If you have a triple threat skill and you have a different medal you want to put it on, that's a little higher end, like a tier 4 or tier 5 one perhaps, or honestly, even the new Illustrated Vivi will be a good one to do that on too as well, potentially for Coliseum and for high score challenges, mainly for Coliseum again, like I said. It could work out really well for that, in that regard, for that particular uses in Coliseum, getting those higher enemies to put to sleep or anything. Now the main goal, of course, is, as always, you want to complete Coliseum rounds within one turn to progress faster, but on those particular levels, or if you get higher in the Coliseum where you just cannot one turn anymore, and you have to start doing like 2 or 3 turn rounds against them, he can be very, very useful for that. He can help you climb a bit higher in Coliseum than you might have had previously with the triple threat or even one of the status skills on him. So that's something to consider with him as well. Again, when I had this guy out here, I was just testing him out with the waters because he was a 0 cost that replenishes my health as an AoE, and if his skill procced, then I also got ST back from him as well too. So he was really good for using things like that. Now this is before we really got like a Tyree, and not everybody was able to get Key Art 1. Key Art 1 was the one that restored 7 gauges, 6 gauges, 7 gauges I think it was, 6. Something like that. It was our first it was our first SP gauge restore medal. And if you didn't have him, because not everybody had him, he was very hard to get when he first came out. If you didn't have him, then you were able to utilize this dude with a attack price plus skill on him, and it would help you replenish your SP. That was one of the things we used to do before we got more of these SP replenishing medals. So he is that. Now, if you have 2 of them, because after a long winding conversation on that one, if you want to keep 2 copies of them, if you were able to get 1 copy initially from the event, from the pre-registration event, and now you got this new copy here as well, it's guilted, you can do more than one thing with them. You could use one with like a attack with an attack boost and a plus APP skill on it, or you could use one with a triple threat skill on it, and that can be really, really good for your setup. You could utilize that in like Sleeping Lion, for instance. That'd be having those medals in your Sleeping Lion set would actually be pretty good, more than likely. And the cool thing is too, he is a free to play medal. You got him for free. There wasn't any conditions where you had to pay any money to get this guy. You just pre-registered for Union Cross, and then you got the Quest 600 in story mode. And that was it. And for a lot of players, that was easily achievable. For those of you guys who weren't able to get the Quest 600 just yet because you started out recently and this couldn't climb that fast, sorry, because that means you guys also missed out on the pre-registration one too. I hope you guys were able to. That'd be awesome if you guys were able to get that far. But you have options here. So before you don't follow what I'm doing here and fusing yours into your other one. If you have two of them and you're a free-to-play player and you're trying to look for a good speed setup, having two of them in a speed setup would not be a bad thing. You probably use them pretty well. Like I said, one with the attack boost skill with ABP on it, and then one with some form of support skill, like, you know, one of the SAS skills, defense boost 2 or 3, second chance, I guess, if you needed it, but I don't really see second chance being a good medal choice for that one. Yeah, pretty much those. The SAS skills are a defense boost. You know, any one of those would probably do you guys pretty well. So keep that in mind before you do it. Make your choice based off what you have and what you want to do with the medal. So, and of course your current setups. Take that all into consideration. But again, for me, for instance, I don't need 2 copies of this guy, so I'm going to fuse him into this one, and I'm going to hope for a slightly higher guild roll and also for a better trait than strength plus 1000 on this guy. 92, okay, so that didn't go up, which is fine. I mean, he's already pretty high up in the first place. Didn't really think it was going to go up. I kind of got trolled with traits for this medal, I think. Okay, so there he is. That's him right now. You do have, you're at max there and everything. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to put any mirrors into him because I don't really plan on using them too much in the future. But I did want to show you guys what he can do. Let's see. Now, granted, my sleeping line is a plus 35 sleeping line, so it is maxed out right now. Where could I throw him? Where? Okay, we'll mess with this keyboard real quick. Okay, so let's go over here to this one and go into that, and we'll take you out, you out. I think we'll might end up leaving you there. Just for, you know, reasons. Because you have aerial and ground on you. And you have an AB4 on you as well. Okay, we'll leave it that one. Okay, so let's get that off there. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll in here with this guy. He's an AB3 max on him. He has a boosted version. And he also has extra attack on him too, which is very good. And this guy lowers, or he raises... Actually, you know what? There's 3 tiers for 1 turn. Yeah, okay, we'll leave you there. And... my KDG is pretty good too. Unfortunately, I just got extra attack and defense on him. I was hoping for some kind of like a attack skill on him as well to go with that extra attack. That's not too bad. He's also a good choice. You know what attributes. Could put you on there, but I don't need you exactly right now either. You cost a lot. This is my second Ventus I'm working on right now. It has aerial and ground on him. So he's actually pretty good for Coliseum purposes by quite a bit. He might actually be a little more useful going on in the future now, because I don't really need extra attack on the other one now, since I have my Axel EX on him. And so Axel EX gives me the buff. So going over here, I'm going to go with +6 general attack up. This guy is going to give me extra attack too. I'm going to use this guy because I already have him set up with everything. He already has Chippendales, he has a skill on him, and he has a SIDS on him too. I'm only going to activate him 1 time though, because he's going to buff himself up to by 3, and that way it'll give my Axel EX, which is going to go right here, that +6 speed buff, and the 3 speed debuff down to enemies, and then this Roxas will knock out 2 more speed things down, defense down, so it'll be a -5. So this is actually a pretty good speed setup right now. Going in there. So let's see, where is that? I had to pass the guy up because he is. Alright, did I pass him up? There he is, yeah. Because I could have sworn I took him down. Yes, there he is. Alright, so we got you. We're going to throw you here on the end slot there, in the 2.8 slot. And then we're going to go into our reverse ones. And we're going to grab the awesome that is Axel and put him there. My Axel isn't guilted yet. I did throw 2 brooms in him. Kind of wish I waited on the brooms now. I got a little excited when I put him in there. Because I don't have the third one yet to roll guilt. But, I mean, in the end, I'm going to anyway. So, I mean, I was going to do it anyway. So, I guess that's not too bad of a thing. Gave him an AB4 max. So we'll see what this guy does. This Roxas over here also does 5 hits. And he inflicts more damage the more gauges are full. That's why he's in that second slot there. So he should help with that. So this is going to be a pretty good speed setup right here, I think. I'm actually liking this. Times 6 journal attack up. Times 6 speed attack up. Times 5 speed debuff. And then Sora and Roxas will hit. So we'll go and test this one out real quick and just show you guys what it can do. We'll do it both with buffs and without buffs, of course. Why did my game get updated? That's strange. Oh, this is the middle. We got a mid download, which is kind of strange, which means we might be seeing some kind of update. No tweet from Cena either. Because every now and then they do this. Every now and then we'll go, oh, you know, Cena did this in the game, but they did not give us a tweet. And then the next day during the regular tweet time, we get the tweet. So maybe something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying my party that I boosted real quick. I just realized it's 10 o'clock or 10 time anyway. All right, so I just boosted there. So, I don't know what the update was actually. If you guys see what the update is, let me know down there in the comments below. I'd appreciate it, so I have an idea of what has happened. I didn't see anything added on into the album. Yeah, that's still the same at the bottom there. Nothing changed there. So I have no idea. Okay, I'm sure we'll see it pretty soon. Whatever happened. If you guys, like I said, if you guys know about it, let me know down in the comment, please. Back to our regularly scheduled showcase, though. So we'll go to events, and we will go up against this. Yeah, okay, we'll go against this Fortnite anyway. And should I take the key art? Ooh, pumpkin. What do you got in yours? That's exactly what I have in mind. So we'll go and borrow that just to be on the safe side in case we need it for any reason. Alright, so first off is the poison apples here. Well, 490. So what we are going to do is we are going to activate Kyrie's buff. So we're going to go with a times 6 buff regardless. So with times 6 buff against a 490 opponent. He did not proc. Okay, 3 dozen damage, 14 dozen damage, 2 dozen damage. I mean, that's not the best in the world, obviously, but it's also not horrible either for what it just did. Especially against level 490 bosses, or level 490 mobs. Now, granted, these are not Coliseum mobs. These are just story quest quest mobs. Coliseum mobs are going to be about 3 to 4 times more powerful than this at level 490. They're going to have way more increased health and increased defense. So that's just a tentative idea. So I would imagine that against a Coliseum mob, the one that it was dealing 3 dozen damage to, it probably deal about, what, 1,500, 1,700, between 1,500 and 2 dozen damage a hit. So, something to consider there. Alright, so we're going in here again this time. This time we are going to buff. Although I'm not sure if these guys will live. We may have to go into... We may have to go into a different one. Oh yeah, they're not gonna live at all. Okay, because Roxas just took them out. Roxas just ate them. Hi, wizard. What do you got? Okay, let's keep on trying. Okay, now Axel's just gonna swipe. I know Axel's just going to destroy them. 140,000 damage. Alright, let's see if I can't find a different mob to fight. Maybe... okay, maybe these will live. We'll see. Okay. Alright, you're gonna... Even actually not gilded is still such a freaking beast. Alright, this is a better one, I think. Hopefully I have enough gauge, though I don't think I do. I do not. Crap. Well, they wouldn't try that anyway. Alright, so we're going there with a ×6 speed buff, a ×6 on attack up, and a ×3 speed debuff. Let's see what this guy can do. Just rock. There you go, guys. 12,000 damage a hit on that level 490. Oops, sorry about that. Level 490 copter fleet. So that's not bad. This guy can get pumped up, and he can be exceedingly useful. He will heal you. He is 0 cost. He is AoE. So he's going to be good for that kind of thing. Definitely for like dealing some damage and everything, but his main goal isn't going to be to deal damage. I mentioned that he can deal damage under the right conditions with the right setups. Not everybody's going to have the stuff I just used. So that was a whale setup, I'm not going to lie. That being said, I think for the majority of players, majority of free-to-play and casual-play players, you're going to get most use out of that medal as a utility medal. It's going to go in there with a defense boost 3, or probably a defense boost 3 would be okay, but probably some kind of like stats effect, even triple threat. Again, if you have triple threat, that will be where it's really going to shine primarily for you guys at. For sure, it's probably going to be dealing stats effects and everything. And he's always going to be usable because he's a 0 cost, which is always going to be good too. On top of that, since he is a 0 cost AoE medal, he's just gonna pump out way more attacks against enemies and have a better chance of inflicting those effects upon other enemies. And that's really gonna push for you guys the most. Even in Coliseum, he'll be there to deal just to deal assassins and everything. And he's free. He's 0 cost. You can always use him. There's never gonna be a time when you cannot use him. So. I mean, that kind of thing, he's a good one. Now, I'm not saying by any means that he's going to be, like, top tier or, absolutely, game-breaking medal or anything. I think if his multiplier was, like 2.25 or, even 2.5 or something like that, I think he'd be a lot stronger. Obviously, way more useful overall, but, again, he's going to really shine as a utility medal usage for you that you could always use no matter what. Again, because, 0 cost, and he's AoE. And he deals 13 hits. So either as APP for SP replenishment, or an attempt to deal stats effects on enemies. He's really going to go that way. The main thing though, guys, is that this is a free medal to get. This is a medal that you can get for free with no real money being spent for the most part. I mean, hopefully you guys didn't spend too much money trying to reach Quest 600 in story mode and such. And hopefully you guys were able to reach it before this campaign ended. Hopefully you guys were playing during the pre-registration for Union Cross, and you guys are able to get a copy then too as well. Obviously, with the right traits, he'd do a lot better for damage dealing. Again, ground or air defense down, and he'll do a lot of damage against those enemies going through, regardless, because that's just the nature of that trait. It makes pretty much any multiplier you have on a medal, even as low as 1.77, viable, because it's going to deal so much damage in regards to doing that kind of stuff. But he's useful, he's free, and with the right setup, as I showed you guys earlier, you guys can make him pretty powerful. He can deal quite a bit of damage. He can definitely be an asset to your setups. So consider him. If you guys are having problems getting past certain quests or anything, consider using him. Consider putting some kind of skill in him. Again, you guys know your medals better than I do. You guys know what you have, and you know what your setups are, and you know what attributes you guys are stronger with. But if you guys are looking for a good speed setup or a good speed medal to utilize, he'll be one of them. He's readily available, doesn't cost anything, and he's useful. So that's it for this one, guys. It was kind of quick. Like I said, I just want to focus on this one now because we just got him today, and he does have some use when you build the right Keyblade around him, which is the same for any metal really, but you know, just showing that off right there. I do have plans for the next one coming out. The next showcase, I'm going to try and get out on like maybe Friday or Saturday, we'll see. But I'm actually going to be showcasing Chain of Memories Nominee, because that metal is... It's niche, but it's super useful. So that'll be the next upcoming metal showcase. Other than that, guys, thank you, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great night. See ya.